Well, hello, cats and kittens. Welcome back to Jeff Finnegan's Wake, the project where I, Jeff, read to you the book Finnegan's Wake, one page at a time, one day at a time. It's a book by James Joyce, published originally 1939. We're on to page number 78. Here we go. Him, to live all safe and homely in the pre-senile days of his life, of opulence, ancient air decrepitude, late lengths last lenience, till stuffering stage, wailing away the whole of the while, hypnos chilia ionion, leatherlulled between explosion and re-explosion, donar watur, hunder thunder, from Grosskop to Megapod, embalmed of grand age, rich in death anticipated. But abide zeit summon serving, rise after all. Bluebits bolted from there, knowing the hinge-worms of the hallmarks of habitationless, buried burrowing in Guianan, to proliferate through all his unterwealth, seam by seam, shoal am shoal, and revisit our upper-crust sideria of utilitarios, the divine one, the hoarder hidden propagating his pluter-popular progenium of pots and pans and pokers and puns from Biddenland to Bottonland, the spearway for the sporeway. The other spring offensive on the heights of Abraham may have come about all quite by accidents. Tarunzer, for Breda Bruda had at length persuaded him to have himself to be as septuply buried as the murdered Sion in Fintown. Had not been 3 monads in his watery grave, what vigilantes and ridings then, and spitchwine pledges with Ardapple Fritling, when portrification, dry-fussed as ever, began to ramp, the boys are parching. A Huddenwinkle gave the signal, and a blessing paper freed the flood. Why did the patrician make him scares with his gruntons? Because the Druven were muscating at the door. From both Celtiberian camps, granting for at the onset, for the sake of argument, that men on the two sides in the New South Ireland and Vetera Ulda, Bloomin' and Pillfaces, during the ferment with the Pope or on the Pope, had, mores or lets, grant ideas, grunted, all conditions, poor cons and dives more, each, of course, on the purely defensive, since the Eternals were owl-wise on their side every time. Were drawn 2 words, their Bellona's black bottom, once Woolwhite's waltz, oibo, how becrimed, be curse-kissed, and be dumb-toit. Some for want of proper feeding in youth, others already caught in the honorable act of slicing careers for family and carvers in conjunction, and, if emaciated now, the person garroted may have suggested to whomever he bookmark in. That was page number 78 of Finnegan's Wake. And I bid you a good night and good morrow.